Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal, the architect of a horrific genocide against the Palestinian people. As I've said, I agree with the ICC that Benjamin Netanyahu should be arrested and tried for his crimes, as I do for anyone else charged by the ICC. My administration has reviewed every avenue available under applicable law to determine whether New York City could execute the International Criminal Court's arrest warrant if Benjamin Netanyahu came here. It is clear that we do not have the independent legal authority to enforce this warrant. The federal government, however, does, and I call on them to join the ICC and execute this warrant. And I want to be equally clear. Benjamin Netanyahu is not welcome in New York City, nor is any other war criminal at large.
The ICC issued an arrest warrant for Netanyahu in November of 2024. Mamdani promised to arrest Netanyahu, I think, the next month during an interview with friend of the pod, Mehdi Hassan. Then he repeated that throughout the 2025 campaign. The issue is coming to a head now because Netanyahu is expected to come to New York for the UN General Assembly in September. It was always obvious to me that Zoran Mamdani was not going to be able to deliver on this promise. The Trump administration would never let it happen. If he actually succeeded, I genuinely think the Israelis would have waged war on the mayor's office and tried to kill Mamdani to prevent this from happening. You could imagine a version of this where the left is like, you fucking sell out, you betrayed us, etc. It's actually been the opposite as far as I can tell. It's been a lot of praise of Zoran Mamdani for having this kind of clear denunciation of Netanyahu.
What was powerful about the video, and the reason I think it did resonate, and I think it's been viewed more than 100 million times, is the way in which he dispassionately laid out the facts here. He talked about the number of people killed. He talked about the number of children maimed. He talked about aid being denied to get in. He talked about the famine-like conditions. He made very clear that this was not an opinion he was offering, that there was a clear body of facts that had led the International Criminal Court to issue this warrant for Netanyahu's arrest. And then what's been interesting to me in the detractors who fulminate online about this is they don't really dispute any of those facts. They either call Mamdani names, oh, you're a terrorist, or they talk about, you're an anti-Semite because you want to arrest the Prime Minister of Israel. Well, I don't know about that. Vladimir Putin's a war criminal. I think he should be arrested if he comes to New York, just like I think Bibi Netanyahu should be arrested. It's not anti-Christian to say that Vladimir Putin should be arrested. And so I think what he's done, as he usually seems to be able to do, is he's kind of thrown the critics off balance with his presentation. And the other thing I think that's interesting here, it's not just the left in this country. Mamdani's become this global figure. And so I think that one of the reasons you see a high decibel response from the right is they know this guy's getting traction. He's reaching people globally, younger people that are usually tuned out of politics. This is a part of why Israel is losing the argument. He's emerging as one of the strongest voices in the world against Bibi Netanyahu, against the Israeli government, against war crimes.